two one-time only values in our grand finale with Paz and Danny Neufeld. And our very first one, of course, was that beautiful brand new rose pendant with the 3 easy payments. This ring is the only day at this price. There is no reorder available, so when it is gone, that's all that we have. Sizes 5 through 10 available. And what you're looking at is 1 1/4 inch long, 3/4 inch wide, beautifully done in this oval-shaped design, and then look at the detail of the band. That is what makes Paz so unique to anything else that you will see anywhere. Retail value, you see that retail value, $105? We've got it for $49.98. Danny, for people who are new to Paz and new to Roman glass, what is this beauty?
I have a statement. I have to be focused now. Before we start with the presentation, from the entire show that we have here today, ladies, if you want to pick one item, this is the item that I would pick. If you want to introduction for Paz, introduction for the Roman glass, and value that, I don't know how we did it, but this is the item. Okay, it started 2,000 years ago. That's how I take it back in history, when the Roman Empire controlled the Mediterranean Sea area. Among them was Israel. They were able, by taking sand and heat it in a very high temperature, over 1,000 degrees, they were able to create glass. To add the color, they used different herbs. 2,000 years later, we find in archaeological digs around Israel, mainly around Jerusalem, the remnants of the glass. So we excavate it from the ground, we bring it to the factory, we cut it, we shape it, we set it into the jewelry, and we bring it back as a fine jewelry. Now, the layer that you see on top, we call it the patina. From the layer being in the ground for so many years, it's created this mineral salt that we call the patina. You see it here?
Watch this on the, this is the real thing.
This is the real deal. This is the way it comes to the factory. And you see the patina? This is the patina. So we peel it off like with toothbrush, literally. And then we put it on the side. And then after we set the glass in the bezel, we applied back the original patina and we cover it with a lacquer to protect it. It's a tremendous amount of work. Maybe we'll have time to show how the ladies do it in the factory. But what I want to tell you is this, Jackie. This size of glass and this size of ring, this is something that we do not see a lot. This is something that I'm not going to be able to bring back. You know, like many gemstones, like opal, like Sleeping Beauty turquoise, the glass is getting limited. In the future, we're going to do smaller pieces of glass, and it's going to be more expensive. The value that we have here today, to have an elongated style ring, which is our most popular category in the ring category. It's going to make your finger look longer. It looks beautiful on the finger with such a large piece of glass.
And there is no reorder when this sells out. They're gone.
Yeah, it's gone. It's something that I'm not going to be able to do in the future. Love the organic texture around it. Has this beautiful bark finish all the way around that gives you a great contrast with the glass. 2 beautiful spirals on each side, and then you have like this swirl texture on all the way the shank.
How do we care for our Roman glass ring? Because I mean, you are getting a certificate of authenticity with this Roman glass.
You get it, with this story.
What do we need to do? I want to make sure I don't do anything wrong to this ring.
Yes, you know, I would treat it as you treat your fine jewelry, as you treat your pearl jewelry.
Yes.
I wouldn't shower with it.
Don't put it in those jewelry cleaners, you know.
Don't put it in. Just treat it as you treat your pearl jewelry. You know, you can wash the dishes or whatever. You know, I would take it off, but you know, my wife she puts all her jewelry on the counter.
I take all my jewelry off from that. Yeah, doesn't matter.
When you wash the dishes, but just wear it and enjoy it. It has this beautiful presence. It has also a substantial amount of silver. You know, we talk about solid sterling silver, which
and the twisting and the texture. Over 1,500 ordered. We are now officially getting limited from sizes 7, 8, 9, and 10. And when we sell out of all of these rings, this is the only order that Danny was able to bring to us because of the enormous size of the Roman glass that you're seeing there. There is no reorder. We have it at under $50. You have 30 days to make sure you love it. J319800. And like we said, the size with the north-south look to elongate your finger, 1 1/4 inch in length, and absolutely comfortable, beautiful, and a piece of history that you are wearing.
Absolutely. And you know, as I said at the beginning of the presentation, if there is one item in the entire show, I would go for this one from all perspectives. You know, the elongated style ring, if you've never wore this style from us in the past, it's extremely comfortable, Jackie. Just as you said, The size of the Roman glass here, it's really tremendous in proportion to the price and to the beauty of the ring. It's an amazing value, and the reason we cannot reorder it's that because we cannot bring rings in this size,
Yes.
and
With this amount of glass.
and with this amount of glass, with this size of glass, the fact that you can wear history, that the fact that you can wear an authentic Roman glass that it's 2,000 years old, for me, it's really amazing. It's really exciting.
Do you
for
see
me
that no
to
two
see.
are alike?
This is the way it comes to the factory, Jackie. You see, this is the way we excavate it from the ground. We check all the, oh, here's me. We check all the pieces of glass. This is the patina that we put in the side. You see how she peels off the patina. Then they polish all the pieces one by one. Then they put it on the tray. Then they set it into, this is a different that we have, a pendant that we have on QVC.com.
Oh,
Just
I
to
know
get
that
the
one.
idea. So you see how she matches it, she fits it, and then look how she applies the patina. With like a Q-tip, one by one, she puts it back.
She puts a little puzzle piece together.
Exactly.
Over 2,000 orders, more than half of our quantity gone, and when this sells out, there is no reorder available for you. This is our second of our one-time only values. The first one is that brand new rose necklace with the omega. This is our second one, which is this beautiful Roman glass piece of history for you and to be able to enjoy, but we will have no reorder, so we brought this especially for you at $49.98, where retail value $105, as you see. Absolutely stunning. We are very limited in 7 through 10. They are last call. So we have 5 through 10, but size 7 through 10 are last call. Let me show you underneath as well.
Yeah.
The amount of detail and workmanship with Orpaz it doesn't just stop along the shank of the back. I mean, it creates the most beautiful effect all the way around the entire band.
Yeah, as you can see, it's all backed with solid sterling silver. All the back is beautifully textured. And then you have, and this is part of the Orpaz identity, the details, the craftsmanship, the dimension, the bark finish that it's all done finished by hand around the bezel, and then the glass in the center. Now, each ring is going to be slightly different. As we saw a few minutes ago, you know, the patina is applied by hand, the original patina. So you have all those different colors and iridescence that's created by Mother Nature over the past 2,000 years.
They're beautiful. A certificate of authenticity will accompany this, so if it's going to be given as a gift or for yourself, you will have that gorgeous information to keep and cherish. J319800, we have 2 one-time only values in this show, the necklace that I have on, and then this beautiful ring. So those of you who want to be able to pick this up, the sad news is that when we sell out of this ring, we cannot do another order because the glass is so large. The glass is becoming harder and harder to find. This is certified, you know, when we're talking about true history that you're wearing, and you get that certificate of authenticity, to do something this large, like Danny said, is just really, and especially at this price, is just unheard of. So we wanted something spectacular for you for our big grand finale event tonight. So welcome into QVC. If you want to get this, here's our official update. We brought in over 4,000 of these beautiful rings. We only have 800 remaining, and then there's no reorder. Size 7 through 10, we have fewer than 100 in each. And then we have size 5 and size 6 as well.
Wow, it's really, I love this ring. And as I said, you know, this is the one ring from the entire show. If you have to pick one item, and you know, you're limited to the budget, this is the ring that I would go with.
Absolutely.
It's really represent everything that I try to bring with Orpaz. If it's the history of 2,000 years old authentic Roman glass, textures, details, craftsmanship, everything combined in one beautiful ring. We're still talking about designer pieces of jewelry. We're talking about solid precious metal. We're talking about 2,000 years old Roman glass, craftsmanship, you know, to put, even from the patina's perspective, to put, when you have larger pieces of glass, it takes much more time to put the patina. It takes the artist, I remember that I was talking with the factory, like only half an hour just to do the patina.
Wow.
Just to do the patina, it takes her about half an hour to do each ring.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
Setting, the bezel, the texturing. It's a tremendous amount of work. This is a boutique jewelry. This is type of jewelry that sells in very high-end boutiques around the world. and for much more money.
Size
Trust me.
7 and 8 are last call. Size 9 and 10 getting to be last call as well. We do have size 5 and 6. So those of you who might be going, oh my goodness, my size 7 and 8, if you're trying to get it and it disappears and it's gone, because
And you can stay true to size on this one.
If there's no reorder on this, think about your other fingers that you might be able to wear this on, whether it's a ring finger or a pinky finger, because traditionally with silver, you're not going to be able to size this down.
Yeah.
And silver traditionally is not something that is sized, especially with the amount of work that goes around it. Size 7 and 8 are now gone, and size 10. So we have 5, 6, and 9.
Yeah, and I always love to think, what is this glass used to 2,000 years ago? Was that like, a bottle of wine? Was that a bowl or a plate? And, for me, the amazing thing is how we can bring to life ancient history, Roman glass. And, this is what it's all about. It's about jewelry with character.
Gorgeous.
Jewelry that are different than anything else that is in the market. And I think that's why the Roman glass category, although it's limited and it's rare even in the Orpas collection, and I cannot bring as much as I would love to, that's why it's so popular, because it has a great story, it looks great,
it's history.
And we're bringing to life history.
Plus, if you need an excuse to be able to buy a new piece of jewelry, you can say, but it's history, so I need to have that. And that was something that my father had taught me. He's like, when you're looking at something that not only that can you tell a story that is going to be precious, this is something that when you pass this down generation, you're going to be able to continue to pass on that legacy of the Roman glass, of the beauty and the design of Orpas, and made in Israel. And really, it goes from something like this to create something like this.
This is the way it excavated from archaeological digs.
Wow.
How amazing is this, that this piece of glass is 2,000 years old. Look at this, I think it was like a candle holder or something. But this is the way we excavate it from the ground. And we make, this is 2,000 years old. And we make jewelry out of it. And we bring it back to life in a modern way, in an organic way. It's something that you can wear and enjoy. It's trendy, it looks great with everything, but you still have a piece of history with you.
And it is
authentic piece of history.
So comfortable. There's no reorder available. Here is what we have left. In size 5, we have 5 dozen remaining, 200 in size 6, and 2 dozen left in size 9. That's it. There's no reorder. That is our second of our one-time only values, under $50, J319800. But our very first one-time only value that we begged and pleaded, and we've got it. We got the easy pay for you. Over 1,200 orders placed. We're down to our final 700 that we can ship out right now. Now, here's the deal. As of yesterday, there was no easy pay on this. We went back and we said, look, this is too special. We need to be able to help these ladies to be able to get this at home. And they were so nice to us that they gave us 3 easy payments of $33.20. You don't know how happy that made me. A 16 to 18-inch Omega, last 700 that could ship out right away in time for Mother's Day, to give her the perfect rose. Think about wedding season or for, prom, the graduation.